This video, we're going to take a look at a knife from Morakniv, or as we say in Georgia, Mora knives, that we haven't looked at before. It's not a brand new knife, but I think it's pretty cool. It's the, I believe they're calling this the Bushcraft Black Tactical Serrated version. So we're going to take a look at this, do some knife stuff, put it on the old balance, orientation, and rotation device. That's what's coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose, your home for information and gear reviews related to camping, survival, and general preparedness for regular folks. My name's Brian. Thanks for joining me. So, the weather's cooled off a little bit. I get to wear my old man's hat, as my kids call it. So, I like it. I'm wearing it. Get over it. So, anyway, like I said, the folks at, never try to catch a knife or a firearm if you drop it. So, anyway, the folks at Industrial Evolution and Morakniv were kind enough to send me quite a while back one of these Bushcraft Tactical Black SRT, which I think stands for serrated versions of their knife. And this is a kind of like the serrated version of the Bushcraft Black, but it comes with a more of a tactical style sheath. So what I thought we'd do is we'll talk about the specs of this. We'll just kind of show you the details of this, and especially on the sheath, because that's really what's different. And then we'll get to doing some of that knife stuff right after this word from one of our sponsors. This video is sponsored by my friends at Sportsman's Guide, where I've been a Buyers Club member for several years now. Buyers Club members get free shipping on orders over 49 bucks, including ammo. And by the way, they have one of the best selections of military surplus gear anywhere I've found. So I really appreciate Sportsman's Guide being a channel sponsor, and I really encourage you to go check them out. I think you'll be glad you did. Okay, we're back. So without any more rambling, let me just take you down to the old stump top. We'll take a look at the specs of this knife and get to doing some of that knife stuff. Okay, so here is the Mora. We'll call this one just the Tactical Black SRT. I'm not sure what they're calling it. I've found it several different names on several different websites, but I'll put a link in the description below if you're interested in it. So first of all, let's talk about the specs of the knife. The knife features an overall length of 9.1 inches, or if you're still stuck in the old metric system like the folks in Sweden probably are, that is 232 inches. It has a blade of Mora stainless steel, which is black coated, of 4.3 inches or 109 millimeters. Blade thickness of 3.2 millimeters, which is about 3/16 of an inch or so, and very lightweight at 6.3 ounces or 180 grams. And it features a limited lifetime warranty like all Moras. The handle on this one is an ergonomic, very ergonomic, with a high friction rubber grip, which I really like. It's got a little bit of a finger groove there, and a little bit of a blade, you know, kind of a finger guard there. Fits my hand really, really well. Very, very comfy. It's not a full tang like most Moras. The tang comes down to about right here. It's just a stick tang. The blade itself has a very, very sharp spine for striking a ferro rod, just like nobody's business, or for scraping tinder or something like that. So there's that. It's typical Mora blade shape. Really nice feeling, very functional knife. But what's different about this one than the regular Bushcraft Black is the sheath. This comes with a Molle compatible sheath and has all the Molle stuff on back. And it goes, you can take this off from here, I think, but you got to take it all loose, and it slides into this little nylon pouch. So the very same retention as the other sheaths as far as the plastic part. Then it also has this little elastic tab that goes around the handle here to give you even better retention. So you can loosen this Molle and use this for a belt loop, like so. Put that behind there, make a belt loop out of it. Can you see that? Or you can just put it on a pack strap or any kind of Molle attachment. So I think that's pretty cool. This is a Snide design sheath, whatever that means. So anyway, that's the specs and details. And the price of this thing is about 85 to 90 bucks online, wherever I can find it. So there's that. So now let's get to doing some knife stuff with it. How about that? Okay, so I try to do the standard testing with every knife, just to be consistent, so you can compare one to the other if you're watching different videos. But this is not a chopper. We're not going to do any chopping with it. It's very lightweight. It's only 6.3 ounces, and at least half of that weight is in the handle, because there's the balance point about right here. And speaking of balance, we are going to check that in a minute. But we will do a little bit of light batoning here, just to kind of see how she does, because if this is kind of a Bushcraft knife, and it also has these serrations. I just want you to see those, by the way. Those suckers are stinking sharp. We're going to check those out as well, because a lot of people don't like serrations, but that's kind of why they're calling this tactical, I think, just because It's you know, you can cut rope and nylon and different things with it. What's different about this one than many serrated knives, it looks like they sharpen the blade first before they cut the serrations, because this little portion right here is also sharp. So we're going to see if that makes a difference in carving feathers. But first we'll do a little lightweight batoning here. This is okay, very lightweight. Let's try something a little heavier than that. That's almost cheesy. Okay, here's something a little bit harder. Not sure what that is, and there's a big knot in there too. So here we go. We're going to see. I know that Dave Canterbury says he has a lot of broken Moras in buckets at his class, but we'll see. Hopefully this one will make the cut. And he likes Moras too, by the way. Don't misunderstand me. But they're not necessarily designed for batoning. At least I think he does. He's a rep for him, right? So take one more little split out of here, just for fun. But you see what else you can do when you baton like that? You can get really precise little splits. So there, let's see what this thing will do with some kind of a, try this one, with some carving, some feathers. You ready? So first we'll try the little portion right here on the handle side of the serrations, because that's right there at it. And it may be kind of difficult because it's so close. But that Mora blade, the Mora scandi grind, just really, man, it does the job, dude. Okay. So not bad, but I can't get as much control that close to the handle. I like to have a little bit of a slicing action, a little push on the blade. So we'll try it up here on the outboard side of the serrations now, and see if those serrations really impact our ability to use this blade like so many people seem to think they do. And I'll tell you, man, this thing is carving paper thin feathers. So not bad there. But what about using the serrations to make feathers? That might be pretty good. Now I'm right-handed, so you know that's going to impact the way these serrations work for sure, because they're chisel cut. So even though the blade itself is a scandi grind, serrations are only go to one side of the scandi. So and honestly, they don't seem to impact it much because that scandi's ground on the other side, so they're not a true chisel. I'm going to try it left-handed. I'm not good at that, but we'll try it and see if it makes a difference, if it impacts it. And sometimes you can hold the blade still and pull the wood through it. Oh yeah, and get some really small. Look, let me show you that. Okay, take a look at those. Can you see those little curls there? So if you can do that, if you're left-handed, you can get some really fine little curls there, which is pretty cool. So we'll get a few more of those, and then we'll see if we can get us a fire started. I think those would be excellent for starting a fire. So I'm just going to pull it through like so. I think Magnus told me about these a while back, but take a look at those. Pretty stinking little. So you know where we're going next, right? Oh yeah, look at that. Let me just get those up on the blade and let's just have a look at those. I don't want to lose them, but take a look at that. See that? Those are tiny little curls. Okay, so got all that there. You know where we're going next. I know it'll strike a ferro rod, but let's see what happens with the small little curly curls. Oh, look at that. There we go. Bam. Yeah, it works like a champ. Let's get scientific now. 3, 2, 1. Okay, well there you go. That's the kind of real world stuff for the Mora knife. Tactical Black SRT, Bushcraft Black Tactical, whatever you want to call it. But I'm not surprised. I had no expectations that this thing would do anything other than perform excellently. The Mora is very famous for their edges, for that scandi grind, for their functionality and usability. The ergonomics of this thing are just great. That handle is extremely comfortable. Man, my fingers are black, aren't they? And it just did the job. Even the serrations didn't really interfere with anything. They actually kind of helped on some things. If I could get that left-handed pullback, it did a good job. So anyway, I'm rambling. I'll stop. As you may know, here at Survival on Purpose Worldwide Headquarters, we maintain a state-of-the-art cutting-edge knife testing facility. In one of the testing stations, we always like to put every fixed blade through, especially the full tanks. It's not a full tank, but we're going to put it through there anyway, is the balance, orientation, and rotation device there. We want to check the balance of these things. So we're going to put this one in there right now. Let's get to it. Might need to adjust that one a little bit. Let's try one more time. Not getting this one dialed in as easily as I thought, but I'm having fun. One more time. Okay, well, that was a hopefully not too rambling look at the Mora Bushcraft Black Tactical SRT knife, and it's not a $15 Mora like maybe the companion, but I think this is a very, very well-made knife, extremely comfortable, extremely ergonomic. And if you like the Bushcraft Black, but you really want some serrations, this could be a good choice for you. If you don't like serrations, maybe you want to go with the standard Bushcraft Black. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've had fun making it. And once again, thanks to the folks at Mora Knife and Industrial Revolution for sending me this quite a while back so I could test it and show it to you. And as always, thank you for watching Survival on Purpose. I put out a new video every Friday and Saturday, sometimes random videos throughout the week. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single one, I invite you to subscribe to my weekly email newsletter at survivalonpurpose.com/subscribe. Where every Sunday, I'll send you an email with all the previous week's videos, plus any news, offers, deals, or ramblings I think you might be interested in, and also going to have a lot of special opportunities only for the members and the subscribers to that newsletter. So I encourage you to check that out. You can also click the little box right here, this little square box with a knife in it. That'll take you there too. So anyway, I really appreciate your support. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time.